Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Today, we're taking a look at the Pico 4 and meta fanboys are going to need an ample dose of copium for this one because true competition is finally here. Now there are some caveats to that statement which I will get into later, but Pico is currently coming for meta on all fronts. This includes gaming, fitness, content creation, and even AR. They're beating meta to market with the new pancake lenses and finally releasing a consumer-focused headset that actually surpasses the Quest 2 at an even lower price. Now all of this is still just on paper and we'll have to wait for some reviews, and as promising as this headset appears, Quest owners don't need to run out and get one. Now today I'll walk you through everything you need to know about this headset, and there are of course links and timestamps to everything I'm discussing, but before we jump in, this video is brought to you by Kiwi Design, my favorite site for VR accessories. They're currently celebrating their 4-year anniversary, and you can get 20% off amazing items like their Quest 2 Elite strap, custom controller grips, link cables, and much more. They even have snap-on upgradable headphones that you can pre-order, and I'm actually giving away a Kiwi Elite strap with built-in battery pack. There's a link to the Kiwi site and my giveaway down in the description. And don't forget to use discount code Mateo311 for 5% off and to help support this channel. Now I'm sure I've already pissed off the meta fanboys, but this headset does do a lot to put itself ahead of the Quest 2. Now I'm definitely not picking sides here, and you'll get my full opinion when I have the Pico 4 on hand. But let's break down the items that make this headset more appealing than the Quest 2. The most noticeable change is the switch to pancake lenses that significantly slim down and lighten up this headset. Without the strap, it is only 295 grams, or basically the same as a can of soda. The device is counterbalanced with the batteries in the back, and these are currently the largest in use in the VR industry. Pico's promising longer gaming and quicker charging. Now continuing to enhance the comfort is a special sweat-resistant face cover and a PU leather headrest. Their panels run at 4K 90Hz or 1200 pixels per inch, which is nearly double that of the Quest 2. There's also a 16 megapixel front-facing camera for pass-through and AR applications. The in-strap audio solution promises powerful bass and superior spatial audio, which feels like a direct dig at meta, a theme that felt consistent throughout the whole presentation. It's like they're painfully aware of the issues on the Quest 2, and they've gone out of their way to say, we do this better. Another one of those issues being Meta's 3-position IPD adjustment on the Quest 2. Well, the Pico 4 has a motorized solution that can go from 62 millimeters all the way up to 72. Now, under the so-called hood of the headset though, it's not very different from a Quest 2, and it's still rocking an XR2 chipset. There is an additional 2 gigs of RAM on this headset, and it is possible that the clock speeds are higher than the Quest 2, but I have no confirmation on that. I'm trying to figure out why this headset appears to use more power than the Quest 2, because the Pico 4's battery is nearly 40% larger, but still only lasts 2.5 to 3 hours. So are those 4K panels sucking up the extra power, or is the chipset clocked a little bit higher? Regardless, we shouldn't really expect this headset to outperform the Quest 2 when it comes to gaming. But if all of Pico's claims are true, this product is lighter, more comfortable, has a higher resolution screen, longer battery life, a better audio solution, and it will even be cheaper. The 128GB model is 430 euros, while the 256GB model is only 500 euros. So saying cheaper is slightly misleading. The base model is a little bit more expensive, and then the higher model is cheaper than the Quest 2. But continuing to stretch that point, the average Quest 2 user goes out and buys an Elite strap, while the Pico 4 already comes with one. Now, all of those specs are absolutely meaningless if you don't have the software to back it up. Not only is Pico revamping their OS, but they're truly focusing on gaming, content creation, fitness, entertainment, and social interaction. On the gaming front, not only is Pico committed to bringing most of the existing VR titles to this headset, all of the newer games are already coming, and they even have exclusives on the way. It was announced that the newly released Ultimax title will be available on this headset, and the 2 upcoming titles, Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 and Peaky Blinders, will also be available. And finally, there's an exclusive Just Dance title coming. Now, definitely not the type of exclusive that would make you run out and buy a headset, and I absolutely hate the concept of exclusives in an already niche market, but everyone stated, why would I get a Pico? All the games are on Quest. Well, they're making sure that's not true. Now on the content creation side, they've introduced a mixed reality capture application that you can use from your phone. They're claiming it's simple and easy to set up, and we can almost guarantee it will eventually connect directly to TikTok. For years, content creation has been horrendous on the Quest 2, and I truly hope Pico is more capable. They should be more invested after all, because ByteDance's social media platform, TikTok, is designed for sharing video content, unlike Meta's Facebook. Now, if you want to use VR for fitness, there's good news there also. Pico claims their lighter design, combined with sweat resistance materials, will help enhance your overall experience. The headset will also function as a fitness tracker, giving you feedback like calories burned, and it will even integrate into Apple Health. One of the best VR fitness applications, Les Mills Body Combat, is also coming to this headset, and they're also introducing tracking bands, which will be able to recognize movements like shaking and tilting, allow you to use your feet in game, and could also be used to approximate your posture in social applications. Since I mentioned social applications, Rec Room is coming to this headset, and they're also introducing their own Pico Worlds and Avatar system. For the most part, it looks like they're copying Meta throughout, but competition is excellent for VR consumers, and maybe they'll be able to do it even better. And I truly hope that's the case for entertainment apps. Now, some people just like to sit back and chill and take in the VR world, and I personally struggle to find compelling content in this manner. But Pico's determined to give us high quality concerts, they're working with the Discovery Channel to give us true to life experiences, and there's also live streams and interactive stories to see. For years now, I've been asking for VR anime, so I really hope they make that happen. Now, finally, they also mentioned the Pico 4 Pro. It's basically the same headset, but targeted at prosumers and business, and it adds facial and eye tracking, so a direct competitor to the Meta Pro, and that's the main reason I mention it. I titled the thumbnail, "The Quest 2 is in trouble," but that's not entirely true. If you have a Quest 2 right now, there's no immediate reason to run out and get a Pico 4. The overall gaming experience will be relatively similar. However, if you are a new consumer, you now have a serious choice to make. This is finally some actual competition, and we do have to wait till reviews are out, but ultimately, this looks like a better headset. Now, I'm sure people will make the argument that there's no real decision to make, it's Meta versus the Chinese government. And to a degree, you are absolutely correct, but the average consumer just doesn't care. People made a big fuss with Facebook taking over Oculus, but they still sold tens of millions of headsets. Consumers generally only look at a few items: the specs, the games, and the price tag. Here, the Pico 4 can stand toe-to-toe and even begins to surpass the Quest 2 on many of these items. Now, I would love to hear from you down in the comments what makes the Quest 2 better. If we're talking games, there's really not many exclusives. Yes, we have Resident Evil 4 and Jurassic World Aftermath, and I'm sure there's a handful more, but really no system sellers here. And the Pico 4 most likely has the advantage in fidelity, comfort, battery life, and in most instances, the price tag. Now, this is, of course, unless you're in the American market, which Pico has not entered yet, but when it hits the American market, I think it could do pretty well. And soon ByteDance will flood TikTok with commercials for the Pico 4, so you bet your ass some Zoomers are gonna buy it. And I'm sure we'll see the same with VR content. I wouldn't be surprised if Quest 2 videos started to get mysteriously suppressed, and Pico videos start rising to the surface. Now, I'm actually really excited for this headset. I have been in contact with ByteDance, so I should be receiving a headset for review, and I'll definitely give you guys my honest opinion. Now, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys on next time.